Hi, it's Rivers, and today's video is actually I'm stealing the information today. I love it that there's so many great ideas out there, great thoughts, and so on. But I really want to make sure that that the people that are hanging out with me get to see and hear the same type of advice. And I got an email. It's part of a drip campaign. It's part of a regular connection campaign. But the messaging is so freaking impactful, which Mark is doing. Mark Mawhinney is a buddy of mine, a fellow business coach. He owns a company called Natural Born Coaches. Has got a great following on his Facebook site and also on his podcast. And I highly recommend you check out Mark. But he was telling me today, when he emailed me, he says, I've got a strategy which will 99% work to make you fulfill your commitment. And I thought it was an interesting subject line in the email. This will be 99% effective to get you to do what you commit to do, because so many of us commit to doing things and then find all kinds of excuses to ultimately not fulfill those commitments that we make. And so this 99% guarantee came up, and I thought, oh my God, this is so cool. I want to read about it. And see, Mark does one-on-one coaching like I do also, and he does group coaching and so on. And he was talking to one of his clients last week, and this client, her name is Audrey, I think, lives in the United Kingdom. She had been making commitments to Mark in their coaching sessions every week, and the one in particular, Audrey wasn't fulfilling, and for all kinds of reasons it wasn't happening. And this is where the genius of Mark Mawhinney comes in. And now it's on record that I think he's sometimes a genius, not always a genius. But he said to her, he said, look, Audrey, here's what we're going to do to help you fulfill that commitment, 99% guaranteed. The only guarantee that's going to come out of this, if you don't do it, is if you die. So here's what he said to her. He said, if you don't fulfill this commitment within the next 7 days, then you have to give to a charity, give to a nonprofit that you absolutely despise. You have to take out $100 and put a donation in your name with the charity or nonprofit that you despise. And it was very interesting because she chose the KKK as her nonprofit or as her charity. And she doesn't want to, of course, be in that situation where she has to fulfill that responsibility by paying $100. So what she's gaining out of this is she's burning all bridges. She is totally saying, that's it, I'm going to make it happen. So much so that the pain of making that commitment not happen is worse than making the commitment happen. So my bet is next week, there'll be no $100 going to the KKK. Here's what I challenge you to do. Find that commitment that you absolutely want to make and look at the person in the mirror and make a commitment to them that if you do not fulfill this big commitment with a goal attached to it, with a time period attached to it, then you have to donate $100 to the KKK. Because I would think that most of you would not want to be that type of person. If you like the KKK, then pick another one that you absolutely would despise donating to, and make that commitment to yourself by burning the bridges and feeling good about the fact that you're going to make that commitment, fulfill it, and not have to do that donation. Right on. See you guys next week.